All right, guys. Whoever wants to join the panel, the link is in the chat already. I'm gonna drop it immediately tonight because I am curious and wonder what you guys say. I really do. But I gotta get my little friend here. Guys, give a nice warm applause for my little helper. Wake up. All right, Zoo. All right, David. We're not gonna start this show like this. If you don't change your attitude, I'm gonna call my great grandfather Zeus to shove a lightning bolt up your ass.
That's better because everybody who watched the movie Thor knew that Thor whooped that Odin ass. Okay?
But Thor and Odin are kind of related, dude.
Kind
Like, kind of
of,
they are.
but maybe kind of because if that was the case, I could go a little further. That another.
Actually, Thor, Odin is his father.
How about that? Let me talk to my assistant.
I'll put money on that. Aye. But David, are you saying your favoritism Odin over Zeus?
Simple as this. As someone who was a heavy comic book fan growing up, it's
We're
not something that simple.
talking about mythology right now.
I know.
I'm not. I'll give you the argument. A lot of comic books, like 300, Thor, and so on, took a lot of ideas from the Vikings and Greek mythology. I think we both can agree on that list tonight.
It's here the problem when it comes to mythology, based on region around the world, based on their idea and their belief. It could also be similar, but at the same time slightly different. You know why? Let's shout out to your show, Bay Area. We had this conversation about deity, did we not?
A while back.
Yeah. And in Africa there is a god of thunder as well, according to the African culture.
Oh, I'm
But
not arguing that. Even the
ev-
Egyptians
I
have
know.
it. Even the Mayans had it. Everybody had it.
Even the Asian community had it as well. So that is where every different culture have a different perspective about the god of thunder, whether it is to them or not. But when you're dealing with North mythology against Greek mythology, there's a very unique concept of it,
hmm
but at the same time, there's a different type of value system
Yeah.
that go along with it.
One thing historians have been arguing for years is they have proven again, don't quote me on T of this. I don't want to say, yes, I'm not a historian. Probably an announcement. I'm not a historian. I'm just a fan lover. I like both, but I gravitate more to the Greek because obviously that's my culture. I grew up that literally
And and
Acropolis was in my backyard. I can see it from there.
and I get it. I think I feel I'm
I-
from my African culture, but I'm more interested in the North mythology because they have to be very unique about itself and a type of bias system that make you question it. Why do
Wait a
some
minute.
people
This is
think the
the
way they think?
argument. In like people and historians feel they copied Zeus into the Viking culture. They look very similar. What do you think about that?
Well, along in their proof and documentation, then I may agree. But if not, like I said, it's hard to say it, but you gotta understand when the time frame would have been origin.
Like if you see a picture of Zeus and Odin side by side, like our thumbnail today, they have some similar features. Like for example, okay,
I'm gonna ask Google Gemini.
I'm not saying this is fact. I'm just saying they look similar. Both have beards. Both were kings of the gods. Both have several kids, bastard kids and non-bastard kids, and half what was that word it's called? Half breeds. Um so both can transform to a bird or a parrot or whatever. They both have transforming abilities. The
That
main
is
difference is Zeus' major power was lightning, and I'm not sure what Odin's a major power was. Do you know? Because you're more a Viking fan. You know what his
because I decided to go on Google while doing it and going to the AI mode, the brief one. I want you to hear this out. It said both Zeus and Odin are king of their own respective pantheon, but their
Agreed.
personality, their power, their fate differ significantly based on the mythology. Remember, I mentioned that every culture have a very unique difference within itself. While Zeus is defined by his raw power and authority, Odin is known for his wisdom, cunning, and sacrifice.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a different perspective behind it.
Yeah.
Because in my African god of thunder, it's not defined by raw power or authority, or it's not defined by wisdom, cunning, and sacrifice. It's defined by something else completely entirely. This is why I said when it comes to cultural difference, which they consider their god of
Also, if
thunder.
I'm correct, or am I mistaken? Odin was more like a fucking asshole than anybody. He was a
Odin, according to the folklore of Odin, before he set out and became a king, he was ruthless. And
exactly.
I'm hoping if I'm correct, because Marvel comic took a lot of that mythology and incorporated into their comic books. He was a savage who have a daughter who was supposed to be, how you want to put this?
A bitch.
Oh, here, here the difference between Odin and Zeus. Odin first child, daughter, was the queen of hell. Zeus' brother was king of Hades. Sound familiar?
Hmm.
Because that is where you can't say they're similar, but the pathology behind it, the story behind it, and the folklore behind this is something that even I myself, I'm so fascinated by North mythology, but it's trying to find the actual origin, who home it, who hold on to it. I can't say it's Greek. I know it's not Greek, but
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that bit.
but the thing is, as much of that mythology is so popular in today's time, I'm always asking this question: what
Viking is
country?
very popular right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: what country is tied down to that mythology? That's the question.
There's several countries actually.
Really?
Greenway is one of them.
Okay.
Greenland, excuse me. Scottish is another one.
Hmm.
I think Ireland too. I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that. There's several countries. So the Viking mythology didn't stay to one versus Greek. It's
And I,
one
I'm
second. But here's my pushback. The
okay.
Greek map that is today is not the same that was back in the day. Greek conquered half the continent back then.
And I'm glad you pointed out. But here's the funny thing: you mentioned Scotland. Their language is almost close in time with the North mythology language of speaking, how they speak their words. You can almost tell there's a uniqueness of itself. But also Scottish people uniquely in their mindset is heavily similar to North mythology in their belief system. Now when you're referring to Greek, Greek have its own unique popular history, even though they made a lot of movies about it.
Yeah.
Some of the movies are
Time out. One
questionable.
second. I looked up what is Odin's powers because I really don't know what Odin's powers are, and because I
That
looked it up in the past, I don't know. So that he's not that powerful you think it is. He has magic. He's a chef shipper like Zeus, healing and cur- crucibles. I mean, he can heal the sick pretty much. power of beast of war, and man. So in other words, Odin can power.
On Google, they say Odin, Norse mythology, god of wisdom, poetry, magic, and war. That's effed up if you ask me.
Yeah, but he has no major powers like Zeus does. Zeus
That's
can
just my.
fucking strike a light bulb and fry his ass.
But no, Zeus cannot touch him. Do you know why?
Why not?
Listen, according to Greek mythology, Zeus is the god of the sky, the thunder, lightning, and law. Right? Hear me
Mhm.
correctly, right? Odin is the god of wisdom, poetry, magic, and
Three
war.
ways Japan will literally pay you.
Who will have the advantage?
Top 5 gods mighty.
I still think Zeus has it.
No, no, Zeus.
I'm gonna be biased today, dude. I'm
I
gonna
know,
tell you straight up.
I know you. I know gonna be biased. I know you want to be biased. That's fine. But I don't think characteristics and certain characteristics sound like trouble. I look at it. Zeus is the god of sky, thunder, lightning, and law. Odin the god of wisdom, poetry, magic, and war. In the other word, Odin is a master strategist. Meaning you're not catching him. He's always 10, 20 steps ahead of you. Zeus cannot touch him. Because if you look at Marvel comic, what do you think he had been doing the whole time dealing with his son Thor and Loki and his daughter? What do you think he had been doing the whole time? Trying to school they behind.
Okay, so Zeus's powers are explained, and this is going from Google, not what I'm saying. Is thunder? We all know that. Sky and weather control, shipper, human strength, immortality, control over the stars and time, healing prey, and transformability. And kind of they repeat that twice. I don't know why they say that twice here. Maybe it's a little
Yeah,
different the
but the
first
thing
time.
is, you cannot pinpoint Odin power because what he have done is ridiculous. Because acquisition of power, right? Zeus overthrown his father Kronos and defeated the Titan in the Titanomaxy. He solidified his
Yeah,
role
dude, he
through the
fucking
brute force.
killed
I know.
multiple titans. You
On
saying now
Odin's side,
Zeus can kick avoidance? Bullshit,
yes,
bro. You know
I
that.
know. But here it is. On Odin's side, he and his brother killed the primordial giant, Ymir, and created the world from his body. Here, the term primordial. And then who have you in common? The term primordial is no regular terminology. That's bypass Titan. Talk
Mhm.
about ancient of day being that cosmic power rival, you know what? You take a person, you not only delete them, but you create different world with that person. But that's next level. That is next level. Anybody who the comic nerd would tear off the back. That is not something to joke around. The reason why they say he's the god of wisdom.
Zeus or Odin? Which one you talk specifying?
Odin is god of wisdom, not Zeus.
But
Zeus
Zeus
would
has
never.
wisdom too because he's a king of
No,
kings.
no, he was king of kings, but in Greek mythology, he was the god of law. Yes, he's the god of
I'm not
skies,
arguing.
thunder.
I'm not arguing that.
No, he god of skies, thunder, and lightning, and the law. But there's so many stories about him effing up. Zeus was a god of wisdom. Like he let things happen for because he already see things 10 ahead. And when things come through, everybody asking, how do you like I expect you to do like the guys know what's going to happen. About the Avenger movie, right? And Thor
Oh,
movie.
don't get me started. That they were the Zeus version of Adventures was a joke.
I know the Zeus version of Avengers is a joke, but here what they were putting emphasis on. When they're doing the movie about Thor, his storyline, right? Even they incorporate with the Avenger. Doctor Strange was letting him know, like your father is OP. He had it all planned out. You know when you're gonna come here. And Doctor Strange
Mhm.
was shocked about it. No, and imagine it. Doctor Strange would be the omniscient one, the ancient one, right? He see all things, right?
Agree.
And he telling Thor that your father planned this to happen. He saw this happen before I even knew that was gonna happen. What that tell you?
But Zeus has the same ability, time and what was it again?
No, Zeus didn't have no. Zeus don't have that same ability like Odin does. He does not. I
Oh, no,
read
I'm sorry, I got confused. Oh, hang on. Yes, he does. He controls over stars in time.
that Chrono.
No, that's Zeus, bro.
Where you find that information from?
One thing I grew up on, and two is on Google right now.
I'm on Google too. If you see the breakdown of Odin, Odin is no small joke.
I don't think Odin would be able to one-on-one fight, a fair fight. I don't think Zeus would have had a problem. I don't think he would break a sweat. That's my personal opinion, David. And again,
That's
I
your,
am being a little
I,
biased tonight
I
because
know
I
you're being
am Zeus.
biased. I know you're being biased. And my objective opinion, Odin had to do nothing. He let Thor handle that business.
And I give you a better example if you want.
Go ahead.
God of War.
Ares.
No. Kronos, the game. Who killed Odin in Valhalla, the game? Did you play it?
Oh, you mean about the Kratos game? Yeah, I know. That was the twist to it. I know.
So that tells me right there, Odin had nowhere near enough powers
I
to
know.
even
But here the
defeat Zeus.
problem. Here the problem with that mythology. That was created based on the game.
Oh, I
But we all
agree.
know that
100%.
the Greek god never go. It's like saying if that's the case, then how come the Greek god never step into the African realm of them? Because that's really another question added
You
into
know,
play.
here's a question to that, actually. Here's a question. How do we know they didn't? Oh, I'm making you think now, am I?
No, you're not making me think. I thought about it since high school. That's what I've been in my head since high school. And then the reason why you never hear no content about any of these mythical gods from any of these regions causing other people playing. Even when they had that anime about what do they call it? Something Ragnarok.
Was that anime?
The anime that they on Netflix. What about something about the Age of Ragnarok? I'm not sure about it. It's a very funny anime. But all the gods coming together, watching to see the end of humankind. And they competing, God versus human. That's the thing. Zeus is running thing, but I see Odin playing backdoor on purpose. I'm like, dude. To me, that is typical more Odin. He lets you dirty your hand without him dirty his hand. So when shit put a backfire, it doesn't touch him. There's an anime like that going on. It's about to come back with season 3. I believe I put that on let me see if I can remember it. Let me go to our Twitch server. I mean not Twitch, sorry. Discord. I remember I posted about that now, but this anime coming in soon for season 3. It's a very ridiculous anime for sure. You know, I like this storyline, but I feel like something fishy about the whole storyline itself. But that would have even happened in real life. How in the world human can compete with the gods, knowing they got all the cheat to set you up on purpose?
Now, is this anime? Ragnarok the Animation is, I think it's called, right? I just looked it up. Is that right?
That's not it.
Is it based on the the Viking gods?
The anime is based on the judgment day of humankind, and they want to commit Ragnarok, right? The word Ragnarok, which is ironic, is North terminology, not Greek.
Mm-hmm.
And the person in charge of the committee was Zeus, which is ironic. Why do you want to use the word Ragnarok, which is considered to be North mythology, had nothing to do with Greek mythology, and Zeus wants to run, okay, the record of Ragnarok, that's the name of the anime. Record of Ragnarok. And the funny thing, while Zeus is sitting in the chairman seat, Odin sitting behind these scenes just chilling, just watching everything. I'm like, that's it. That's what I know he's sneaky as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knew what he's doing. He let things happen for a reason. That's the name of the anime, Record of Ragnarok. Anybody understand mythology and storyline and folklore about different god or different region? Certain gods are considered to be the ultimate threat. Meaning, if there's any god who is sleazy as hell, who is not trying to get his hand dirty, that particular type of god sees 10 steps ahead of them on purpose, but want them to play the fool. That's how I noticed about it. I was like, And here's the thing: of every mythology out there in the world, you have the Greek, you got the North, you got the Chinese, you got the Japanese,
You got Roman. Don't forget that too.
you got the Roman.
Roman were very similar to Greek too. Mythology.
It was very similar because it's identical.
Yeah, we're neighbors, so I'm not surprised at that one. Names were different. That's all it was.
Yeah, African. Yeah, the South American with Aztec, what want to call it? I don't know mispronounce it. That one is a whole different ballgame. Remember, South America and North America is mostly tribal, Native American. Before the European came over to discover North America. Well, but if you talk about the biggest pyramid, it was located in South Africa. I mean, South America, sorry, not in Egypt. And the reason behind that, like I'm saying, when it comes to mythology, culture, and insight, there's a lot of things that you can tell off the back. It's impossible for any other god of any other region to come and with another person's domain. That's the difference. And funny how Japanese animation call Africa the dark continent. Why would it call Africa the dark continent? But what's so scary about Africa? You have to call it the dark continent. I mean, they studied some ancient tech or history stuff to make why the dark continent is scary as hell. Like, come on. I wish I took it a major studying mythology. Left and right, I would have tear this thing up like a bad habit because there's so much in-depth information you can find from every region. You try to ask yourself, why it's like it's almost similar, but it's not similar. Why does it feel like this person characteristic is something much scarier than the other one characteristic?
Mm-hmm.
What John talking about now? I'm sure John would have done a book or a research study and you find out it is not that simple. To compare Odin and Zeus, they're not similar. They are not. Because if anything, you think Zeus was a playboy? Please. Zeus had nothing on Odin. Nothing. But they say he was the god of wisdom, poetry. Dude, poetry is not a simple matter. Magic and war. Which is crazy. The person that master war means you master the art of war. You master every concept of war. And wisdom has nothing to do with smart to begin with. The word wisdom itself carry a very heavy weight. It's not similar to Zeus. It's similar to Odin. I said a lot. They say while this wisdom was innate and often acquired through strategic cunning, such as swallowing his first wife. Meant it. He had to swallow his first wife. While Odin gained immense cosmic wisdom through personal sacrifice. Keyword: cosmic. What does cosmic sound like to you?
Say that.
They say Odin gained immense cosmic wisdom through personal sacrifice, gorging out his eyes to drink from the well of Mimir and hanging himself on the world tree, Yadril, for 9 days. I mean, you have to do something to get a level of infinite wisdom. The word cosmic, that said a lot. The What I say is Zeus had nothing on Odin. What character in Marvel comic book has cosmic insight?
That's
Come on.
on Thor.
There are a couple of entities. Which character in the Marvel comic book have cosmic wisdom and insight of the whole realm and then some? I'm not gonna
But
mention Thanos.
you
I'm not
saying
gonna,
Zeus didn't have all that?
no Zeus did not, no Zeus have wisdom, but not on that level. Like I say, you see everything for what it is. See everything happen before it happens. Now, come on, let's be real here, guys.
I'm still
You,
disagreeing with you.
you can disagree, but facts is facts.
And
How
facts
many
are shown
uh, how
right.
many times did a character in the Marvel comic they had to make a name for was almost had a slight tie connected to North mythology, but not Greek?
Dude, they have so many like they had Hercules in
I
there at
know.
one point.
And yeah, Hercules was a character in Marvel comic. He was a super being, I believe, right? No, what is
I
it?
believe so.
Was it Marvel or DC? Let me get that straight. No, it wasn't DC because Hercules fought with Superman.
Is it? I don't remember. I'll be honest. I don't
Yeah, I
remember.
remember because then why? There's Wonder Woman in DC, then Hercules and Zeus is on that side.
I'll
Wonder
look
Woman
for
is
it.
Amazonian, which is connected to Greek mythology. Thor is on Marvel, which is connected to Norse mythology. Amazonian Island is located on Earth, but they have a doorway to get to their regions. On Marvel's side, yeah, go to another realm, another dimension, totally different. I just remember this now. What, what are the
Actually, they're saying Hercules was in Marvel.
okay to Marvel?
Yeah,
Interesting.
they did a series about Hercules in a Olympia's gods and powers of superheroes. It's comic book book historical inclusions. Earliest appearance was in Johnny Into the Myth in 1965. Then you had Hercules, Incredible Hercules, 2018 to 2010. And then you have some other issues, of course, after that. Here you go. Eric approved it. Approved the message. And Eric
Right
is already.
now, I'm looking up what are the carbon watchers in Marvel. 'Cause I remember there's a list of being in the MTU who watch over the whole entire universe and everything, then some. What are the name of them? The Watcher of the ancient, incredible, powerful race of cosmic beings in Marvel Comics and MCU who are sworn to observe the universe event without interfering. Hmm. What's the name at the Luminous? Which is what name was there? Can't find their names. Uto the Watcher, the Dreaming Celestial. Now here's the thing. That these names, I won't be surprised if related to North mythology because what Odin did to sacrifice his eye, what he replaced his eye with, it let him see everything. Like thing you see the past, the present, and the future. On Zeus' storyline, many times before, he never knew that quote unquote they were going to release his father to do it because that last animated series they did on Netflix. And when he found that information, he had to go to the three witches who had access to the
Yeah. That's facts.
yeah, they have access to the thread of fate. Keyword fate. Odin had to meet nobody for that. He had complete access all along because that precious eye he had gave him direct connection to everything. So he had to go to nobody to ask information about fate. He would have waited from the very beginning. When it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, what's gonna come out at the end of it. That was Odin's power. He had so many different powers, but his main power allowed him to see things before it ever happened 10, 20, 30 steps ahead. I'm not being biased, I'm being objective. They both have unique
I'm
characters
biased in
within
this. I'll
themselves.
be honest with you.
I know you, but you being biased. But being a debater and being a person who like to have this show called Anime Unlocked, we call it after we see it. Odin was almost broken as a character. As a mythological god of North mythology, he was almost broken that he know that if he remained on the throne, that'd be unfair. He want to pass the throne to his son so he could give himself time to rest and just let me be myself. But even in that one movie he did when, no offense, Dr. Train did his brother dirty, low key, have him falling constantly for 30 minutes. That's a cool magic I would like to have for somebody. If I want to punish somebody, you be dropping infinity. You never gonna stop dropping. You will keep dropping till you lose your mind. That's a cool trick. But when they want to meet their dad, or to let them know, like, you got tired of ruling. Leave it for you. You won't go into the next. I mean, it was another round behind what he already created already. The man see everything. That's a unique power that I don't see that in any mythological god in the Asian culture, the Aztec culture, or and like, dude, that's a broken ability that
Oh,
works than
understand.
having thunder. You have access to it. You can tell when somebody's lying to you, and you still watch them. Let them play the game the whole time.
No, that part I can. He had an upper edge on that one, but
And that would and that made me look at when I was a kid. I couldn't comprehend it until later when I got older. I was like, that is an epic ability to have. Now people can come to you and lie in your face. You know they're lying, but you let the whole thing play out. Everybody else not catch on, but you wouldn't catch. You don't know that catch on the whole thing, but you enjoy the whole entire show. They're trying to take you out, but they cannot take you out because you already see it already. When Thor was going crazy, he could bring you back. You would have taken a nap. See, your son will make himself worthy of it. Like,
David, blow to blow, punch to punch. Zeus is gonna have the upper edge, bro.
here what I find it hard to believe. Let me tell you why. How will Zeus beat Odin when it only take Odin's son to beat Zeus?
Say that again.
How in the world Zeus can beat Odin and Odin know his son could beat Zeus easily? You don't
He
understand?
can.
Thor,
Thor?
Thor power level is nowhere near his father.
I disagree with you
But then
because Zeus's power is 10 times stronger than Thor's. Thor needs the hammer to control his powers. Remember that.
oh, he need the hammer to focus his power. He had the
Yes,
power the whole
Zeus
time.
doesn't. Zeus doesn't.
I know. The time the time that he decided not to use the hammer, because here's the thing, it's like saying Thor had unlimited access to the thunder ridiculous, meaning he's like a walking atomic bomb. That's exactly what he is. And what Odin was saying, he gave you the hammer so you can focus the power to a single point. Knowing without the hammer, you a walking atomic bomb.
And guess what? Zeus is as powerful, but he can control his power, bro. It's been proven time and time. Oh, come on, David. You know that's bullshit what you're saying right now. You know it's bullshit.
I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not bullshitting. I wish they have a historian who understands these things will come on the cause I'm being objective. I mean totally objective. I'm not taking nobody's side. Because yes, I was a fan of Zeus to the Greek mythology. I also was a fan of Norse mythology, but I also know they're not similar.
Oh, they're not similar. Okay, there's similarities.
Because here the method thing about it. Thor needs his sibling to have a complete win over his fathers and their rival, which is the Titan. That that is a fact. That was the ongoing between the god and the Titan. Odin ran multiple realms. If you study Norse mythology,
No, you're right. No, I had to think there. You're right. You're right about that one. He ran multiple realms because
he ran them over because before he became king, the man was a savage. I don't think you want to mess with a savage
But
who
David,
enjoy.
again, blow to blow, he cannot fight Zeus.
I
Zeus
would, I
has
would,
the upper power. He has strength.
I wouldn't say that because if you look at Norse mythology of the 9 realms, keyboard, he run the 9 realms.
You know what? I'm gonna end this debate right now. Oh, 1 second. Where is it? I had a video set up for this.
If you watching this show, you're gonna tell when I come back. Please bring your knowledge up in here because this is something I'm being well.
All right, let's watch this first video, bro.
Okay.
And no, I haven't watched it either.
Zeus can destroy Odin. Here's why. Now, I think it's clear that Zeus is a much more powerful physical threat than Odin. I mean, just look at the two of them. But let's try and give Odin the benefit of the doubt and see how powerful he is. He does have some great feats. Like, for starters, well, he unalived Thor, the guy who was able to give Kratos a seriously good fight. Then Odin was also able to fight against Kratos, and Kratos needed help from Atreus and Freya to beat him. And you can debate Norse Kratos versus Greek Kratos, but Norse Kratos is a serious beast. But of course, Zeus is still just a different animal. Because for starters, while they're both arguably universal in power, well, Zeus is the only one who's actually put that power to good use, as he single handedly ended the Great War against the Titans in just one shot. Now, while Odin did fight against Kratos, Zeus is the one who's actually able to beat Kratos, and Kratos had to get all sorts of power ups from all over the Greek hierarchy in order to finally win. Odin would go down swinging, but Zeus is for sure winning. Zeus can destroy Odin.
You know why I took my head on that one? The person do the commentary. He basing on a game, not basing on mythological fact. I wasn't based on the game because I know as a game, if I were to be a game creator, you're playing God of War. You're having Kratos leave the Greek realm to fight in the North realm, which is I was trying to figure out how that game gonna work out, but if well, that's fine. That's the creator idea. But you do it based on the North mythology, it didn't even touch the realm of the North God very, very well. Odin was God of 9 realms. 9. He sat on the throne. So was his policeman to keep all the 9 realms in check. That's why when I saw that I was like, I mean, this the person. I don't want to disrespect the commentator, but I think history is not his strong point. You go based on the game, that's fine. You based on the game. Based on no mythology history standpoint, then you have to realize it's a whole different ballgame. But even though I give credit to the writer who created the Thor character in Marvel comic, what did Thor did to defeat his own sister, who was almost on equal playing ground with his father? Who did he set her up with?
Go ahead.
That's what I'm telling you. Thor is nowhere near his father's power level. He's strong. But his sister, who was the Queen of Death, she's not going down. There had to be something polar opposite or something that didn't hold her down long enough.
Bro, if you want to start bringing other people into it, just not one-on-one fight. Zeus has his brothers, has all these bastard kids. He still outnumbers him.
He had numbers, yes. Odin has 2 biological kids. One that he adopted with a fourth giant with a mixed breed.
Yeah, Loki, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
I
His older daughter, he kept her hidden because she was a mirror of his old self. He was a savage. He ruled and conquered the nine realm with one. You remember you see that thing that they tore off from the roof and it showed the original storyline
Hmm.
of Odin past, and Thor found out he had an older sister who low key that damn powerful that all the other North god was afraid of. You forget?
Oh, I don't forget, David.
So in Thor factor, if Thor was his old original self who was a savage, he would have had way more than nine realms. He would have conquered more realms. He had nine realms. The word realm is not a simple task. It's not a simple word. If I want to make it clear to people to understand, consider the earth one realm itself alone. All the inhabitants who live on earth. That's under one realm.
Oh yeah, I came across on that one. You know, they do have. He has a lot more to worry about.
9 different realms. It's like 9 different worlds of different people that it's hard to comprehend that. It's like saying using Dragon Ball D philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
Zeno, who controlled the 12 universe. He had 2 gods and he had a high priest who attended. That's you're gonna look at it that way. Thor didn't have no god. He was the king. He had his Valkyries that do the dirty job. His Valkyrie was like his armies. They were female. They turned Valhalla. Anyone who went to sacrifice their life for a good fight joined the Valhalla for a kid of Ragnarok. Ragnarok is referred to in Norse mythology Armageddon, the last battle. So you're
Oh
collecting
yeah. That's the end of Earth kind of thing.
and an earth concept, but he already foreseen all this already. So he's just collecting people who will enjoy a good fight. In my mindset,
Mm-hmm.
as a human being, that is effed up. You know why? If you didn't die an honorable death, where you think you're going?
Straight downhill.
So did that make any sense to you? In that philosophy?
That part for the Vikings, yes, it makes 100% sense, and you know
But
they have to
if you
die
have a
in a they have to die in an honorable battle to go to Valhalla.
if you don't die an honorable battle to go to Valhalla, where you think you're going?
Up somebody's ass.
So if you had a TV series that broke that one down to the point where I found out was crazy. Now compare that to the Bible. Where the Bible tell you got to die an honorable death?
Nowhere.
Okay, then. So in other words, if I want to go to heaven, I gotta fight an honorable death, so I have to go to Valhalla. If not, you're not needed. They made game based on that back in the day on PlayStation 2 days. Which even I played the game and I found that effed up. Like you telling me, ain't no one don't die an honorable death. They're not going to Valhalla. They're going straight to hell. Like seriously?
Oh, it's fucked up, dude. That part is fucked up. I can, you know, the only other culture that comes close to a warrior instinct versus Vikings are the Spartans, because they're Greek, obviously. But
It was
back
Greek.
then, I literally just had a conversation with somebody 5 minutes before the show started. This, so back then, Greece wasn't just one country. At first, there were continents, states. Let's put states for a more better view. Then the king, I can't remember his fucking name. This king came in and he united Greece. Everybody had their own kingdom, but he was a king under kingdoms. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
And you know,
Spartans versus Athenians, like that's how they called each other. You're Athenian, you're a Spartanian, you're a Patrinian, you're a Mediterranean, and so on and so on.
and if I remember correctly, the Spartan wouldn't be under nobody rules, right? And at the time,
No.
they had a movie where they had to fight against the Persia. The
And
Persian
what
war
do
would
you?
have,
It gets to my point now. So when the Greeks came marching to help the 300s, remember, Leonis asked him, "What do you do for a living?" "I'm a farmer." "What do you do?" "I'm a baker." "What do I do?" "I'm a whatever." He turned around to his soldiers and goes, "Spartans, what's your occupation?" And they howled because they were warriors. The
and they were
only
different. They were different from all the other Greeks.
oh,
That
absolutely,
showed
I
that
can't argue
showed
that fact.
they had a complete different belief system. And he would mess up about it. Those Spartan belief system is almost similar to African before the European touched Africa belief system. Africa was a warring continent. It was no different from China, but the name wasn't Africa with another name. So imagine that type of warrior belief mindset that's always been in certain region in this world that people have that thought process. The only way you can go to the heaven if you die an honorable death. That is whew.
It is a culture out there that believes in that. I don't want to
I
say
know.
names. I don't want to bring the religion because I don't like religion on my channel.
I
But
know,
it's not there.
but think about it, that it's a brutal belief system. North mentality belief system is beyond brutal. Um, Mr. Bennett, you might have to come up in here.
I need a referee. Paul, get your ass up here. I need a referee. This dumbass thinks Odin can be Zeus, but we
I'm not a
both know.
dumbass. I'm not a dumbass. I'm based on historical facts.
And my
And
historical fact says Zeus can shove a lightning bolt up behind his ass.
and then someone catch it. Thor like, guy, let me deal with it for you. This is like work for you. Yeah, no, I'm just watching.
You're full of shit. You know that. This one is over your head. You know it.
No, it's
You
not over
know
my no,
Zeus
it's not
will.
over my head because I look at key factors and something that stick out because in every cultural mythologies, one person is considered to be more dangerous because they are known as the god of wisdom. That's the person you cannot sleep on. They
And
don't
you
have the
think
same.
after all
They
Zeus
don't
has
have
been
they don't
through,
have the same ability.
hang
But
on. You think after what Zeus has been through, he doesn't have wisdom?
he had wisdom. Odin had cosmic. Say say Seiya. What is it based on?
Which one?
Say Seiya. The anime. What do you think it's based on?
The Greek gods, right? I haven't watched the anime, so I wouldn't know.
They say it's based on Norse mythology more than Greek mythology in a very unique way.
Oh, fuck you, Eric. You're not taking my goddamn coffee. Those are fighting words. You're gonna get shut for that goddamn thing. Don't you go
But
near my coffee.
here what I find unique though. At first, they're trying to make it based on the zodiac sign. The zodiac sign come from what? Greek, right?
Say what again?
Zodiac sign.
Yeah.
They're coming from Greek, right?
Yeah, most of them do, yeah, but not all of them.
Yeah. The person that control the Thea, the zodiac we want to call it warrior or whatever, it's what's her name? I forgot the character name. Because here's the problem with her. The person that she's afraid of is from the North mythology. I was like, this is so. I watched the anime, and we did a show on it. What I found out was so funny that the person who created that anime did it on purpose to show a difference between mythologies.
Of course, dude. It's a show. Of course, it's done on purpose.
It was done on purpose because yes, they are zodiac warriors. They had different classes. You got the bronze, you got the silver, and you got the gold, right? And the gold cloth warrior are based on the 12 zodiac sign. You know, woman had it at 13.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. They were meant to be prepared to fight something much more dangerous than them, and they're referring to the North mythology god who are in the forever slumber. I was like, what you trying to say? Like you saying that Y'all just prepared just to say you can weather the storm that someone who's much bigger than what you got will fight. I'm like, okay, I see it. I see the storm got Japanese people not to stick with their history and make sure that it show the level of classism, which was crazy though, very very crazy. But I can see why they do that because no one Japan anime they don't want to mess up history. They don't disrespect history, but they add history a lot of times to their anime. But they'll let you know there's a classism in place to it. Even when I was in high school, and I didn't see that part about Odin Katowice until you have the internet and you have Google and you have AI. They can search everything all over the world. When Google Gemini broke it down and I look at the four characteristics, I was like, okay, that's totally unfair. Make someone a god of war is one thing. We made him a god of wisdom and poetry. Okay, you, that's too much. That's like bypass intellectual level. I mean, you know things, but you act like you don't know things. You like to play the fool.
You
Yes,
pity the fool, in other words.
there's certain characters that have wisdom, but Google Gemini say he had cosmic wisdom. They say Zeus had cosmic. He say Zeus had wisdom. But I acquired meaning other people. He said Odin got cosmic wisdom. And I'm like,
Yeah, because he controls the 7 realms. Or is it 7 or 9 realms? I can't remember. the number.
9. That's a lot of
I'll
realms.
give him that. But blow for blow, punch to punch, mano to mano, I think Zeus has him.
You would think that I'm just basing what I'm reading. Is
And you know what? Before you move on, let's play the next video.
Who would win in a battle of the gods? Zeus, the king of Olympus, commands thunder and lightning. On the other side, we have Odin, the All-Father, master of wisdom and war. Their powers are immense, each with unique abilities that could change the tide of battle. Zeus strikes first, unleashing a powerful bolt, aiming straight for Odin. But Odin is prepared, summoning his mystical beasts to shield him. Their powers clash, creating an explosion that shakes the very heavens. Neither god backs down, both fueled by their legacies and followers. Zeus calls forth a storm, the skies darkening as he prepares for his next move. Odin, ever the strategist, calculates his next move with precision. Zeus's eyes blaze with fury, ready to defend his throne at all costs. Odin's calm demeanor hides the storm of power he's about to unleash. In this epic showdown, only one can emerge victorious. Who will it be? Who would win in a battle of the gods?
what did the
All right, David. Because I know you're going to talk shit right now.
I ain't talking to you, but what the commentator just said. Odin is always what? I'm not talking shit. The
All
commentator.
right, hang on. We got a serious question from Paul. For question for all. In both Greek and Norse mythology, why did human stop worshiping gods, and why stop the gods destroying or attacking humanity?
That's a very
What?
deep question. Very
I have my theory. I don't have historical
Go ahead.
facts. I have a theory.
No,
But you
your
go first.
history.
You go first. I'll give you the floor.
Looking at it back in the high school and a little bit in college about the Greek and Norse mythology. Greek was affected by what the people do because when the people start worshiping them and start praising them and start giving offerings, it's as if that was their power source. And they didn't have the ability to force them to work because either for some reason their rules were considered to be unfair, which forced the society realm to detach themselves from the Greek god. That is one aspect you have to look at. There may be folklore about them about that how they separate themselves from that. But when it comes to the Norse mythology, it was a whole different ballgame. I'm thinking it had to be a generational change whereby they didn't see themselves within their life to go to Valhalla, and that could be the case. But there's never been a story about them saying, "Oh, they're gonna hold society hostage." They don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't see those or information. But I do know as society starts to change, that distance themselves, they got only being forgotten in some kind of way in any historical context. But the North, well, let's just say either they saw it coming, they didn't bother, compared to what being told to the Greek god. They were trying to hold their people ransom or to get back into worship things. That's something I think as person who understand these Nobutari, who understand the books and the text, have to break that one down even further because they are both two different mindsets. Entirely. But even I myself, I question how the Norse god just allowed you to just play itself out without doing anything. Even though you made a lot of people risk their life for nothing. Eric said the Norse god has nothing to do with the mortal and battle them. And that means he knows something about it than I do. But as I say, there has to be more to it. And Eric, if you understand it more than I do, please put the information because, like I said, I wish I had more access to the context, which is very fascinating about them, but they're very uniquely different. They're not the same like the Greeks. That I know damn too well.
Oh, yeah, they're different. I'll give you that.
In a very scary way, for sure. They're very, very different on that point. Very. But on Zeus side of things, Zeus was the ultimate baby daddy. No one can argue that one. Because you have to tell you how his wife, Queen of the God, have been trying to kill all his, what the term? Bastard kids. Whoever created the baby daddy culture, blame that on Zeus. Pun intended. He taught society how to be a baby daddy and try not to be caught. Hey. Or am I wrong, audience? Let me know if I'm wrong.
Zeus was a little whore. Let's be honest here. He had too many.
Like I said, he was the ultimate baby daddy. Is Zeus? You wanna hide your face? Is Zeus alive right now? How many women on earth we got knocked up way more than?
You're an asshole. But you're right. Okay, so here's what I found online, and I'll give you my opinion about.
And they competed with me? Nah, I got way more baby kids than you. You knock up every fine girl in every state, town, and culture, and then some.
That's the benefit of being a transformer. You can transform into anything you want. Like, oh, that's your husband? Now I'm your husband. So according to Google, why did we start believing in the gods? We started believing it in the gods because of rise of Christianity, and I agree on that. When Christianity came out, it came out with a wave, bro. When Jesus was, gospeling the God, our God, and talking about it, and doing all these miracles. And people are like, are we actually believing the right thing? Question their own beliefs. And slowly, as this besides those and in the Crusades and all that stuff, slowly over time, it was such thing. And this one you agree with, David. It was such thing as a Christian Viking back then. Believe it or not.
That's true. There were.
So Christianity took over with atomic bomb of the world, and for better or worse. You okay?
Maybe almost make me choke.
Eric, don't. I don't need to lose a team member. So you know how hard to replace these motherfuckers are. I need him alive. All right, breathe, David.
That's the big difference between Zeus and Odin.
Well, if you really
That's a
want to get
math.
technical,
That's a
if you really
massive
want to
big
get
difference.
technical now,
That's a massive big difference.
if you want to get technical now, if you bring all the Viking gods, there are not a lot of them, obviously, and you bring Zeus into it and bring his team of gods. Oh God, Zeus's bastard kids alone outnumbers everybody by 10 by 1, 10 to 1. You right?
I'm okay. It just I was thinking, what if Nick Cannon is the descendant of Zeus? Because someone did a skit on YouTube with a celebrity, and when she hugged Nick Cannon and she let go, she got pregnant immediately. I was like, what the hell? Why did I even touch you in the first place? That is Zeus. I'm sorry, he worked an usher. Can't help himself. Thank God Zeus is not alive. If he is alive, then you imagine how many kids that look like him. You're like, oh no. Yeah, that's Zeus. She did it. Now go to Africa, I see another Zeus kid over there. Now go to Jamaica, I see another Zeus there. Go to Japan, I see another Zeus kid. I'm like, yo, how many fine were you trying to knock up of this? Like, can I get one?
You know what it is? He didn't know how rubbers wouldn't existed back then, or birth control.
Can I make excuses for him so Nick can go further and break the record? I'm sorry. That is the only start difference. Zeus is the forefathers of all the baby daddy on the earth.
True.
He the original one that started baby daddy culture.
He was the one who was the biggest pimp there out there too.
So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to blame anybody for the baby daddy culture, blame Zeus. His descendant are Future and Nick Cannon.
You guys are assholes.
Hey, that's pure evidence. I'm going by the evidence of record. If you do a DNA test and I find that they had Zeus blood in the DNA, then it proved to show, yeah, they found their father's legacy. Spread that seed. Hey, you can get mad at me all you want, but you cannot argue it.
Oh, I'm not mad.
Let's hope that the girl that you like is not a descendant of Zeus. I feel sorry for you. I'm like, damn, this man jinked me.
This is the time that you definitely need a light bulb shoved up your ass.
See? That's a great culture right there. They like that type of thing. I'll blame that on Zeus.
Dick.
Hey, we don't do that. We don't do light bulb in Africa. Do it at speed and blow that.
Yeah, you guys blow good. That's why.
Yeah, that way all the lady come to us. That's why. Hey, I'm good with the jokes. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Hera was the mother of all the woman haters who had to deal with a hopeless man who cannot keep his pecker in his pants.
If you really think about it, Hera is the reason why that Hercules had to go through the four the 12 trials.
Mm-hmm. But you know, Hera got a history. She hate all of Zeus' bastard child that not to her, and they all pay the price for it. Every single one of them.
And,
And Eric, you're
no,
not
Hercules
wrong.
was the worst, dude. Hercules went through the worst.
Oh, he went through the worst big time. Cause she was fed up. Like you can't. Like how many women did you?
Fuck
Uh-oh.
you.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. I
Not,
saw
not,
it.
not that. This one right here.
I saw it. That's not the one. The next one.
I email him the link. He can come up and give me his opinion if he wants.
Uh oh.
And I have it in the chat too.
Debater, come up and lay your case. I've been trying to be objective. I ain't trying to be biased. I'm just trying to say, Zeus' weakness is it between its legs.
Oh, that I'll give him credit. Yeah.
Here the thing. If I was Odin, I would have set Zeus up. Instead of getting into a fight, I didn't bet the chick. She's a virgin. Will you handle this for me? Thank you.
Dude, I would say Zeus was a whore.
Like I said,
That's why I'm so proud of my great grandfather. I'm so proud of him.
that's what I'd say. If I was Odin, if I want to do Zeus dirty, I don't really have to fight him. I'd be like this. I met the chick over here. She's looking for somebody new. She's a virgin. Handle it for me, please.
You're
Knowing, knowing that's Zeus' weakness for pretty ladies, and say, "Why you at it? I got two more here," and walk away.
question for you now, because again, I'm not.
But hear me out.
I got a serious question for you. I know about that side of the Viking gods. I know a little bit. I don't know details like I know with Greek. But did Zeus have a wife?
That's the question. I never see no detail about who his wife is. Because my question is how he conceived the first daughter, who the queen of death. That's the good question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Two. If both are the two biological kids, do they have the same mom or different mom? Both Thor and the queen of death. That's another thing. But if you hear my joke out, what I was trying to point out, you will find out. I'm saying if Odin that why he could be the ultimate asshole. You know why I say that? Instead of fighting Zeus, give Zeus virgin lady to knock him up. Who will come and kill him?
The lady. And if he has a freaking like a sister, like one of your people,
no. Hear what I'm trying to say. If Odin want to beat Zeus easy, he don't have to fight him. He give him his weakness. Beautiful women.
His daughter, probably likely.
And the person who going to come and kill him, you know who I'm referring to. Hera. So why fight someone we can let him exploit his weakness out? Imagine Zeus will get it out of it and you hear, you son of... Oh, shit, I slipped.
Now you see where the Greek rumor comes from. Like, Greek men are dogs. You get where it comes from.
Eric caught on. He get it. Eric get it. Odin don't need to fight Zeus. You use Zeus' weakness against him. The only problem is Zeus' main weakness is his wife. She will kill his ass. If she did Hercules dirty, because that's not her own son, what they Odin gonna do against Zeus? If any god knows Zeus' weakness and want to fight Zeus, he's not gonna fight Zeus. He will set Zeus up, knowing the ultimate police officer will come do the work for them, the dirty work. That's why I say Odin is like a dirty bastard.
Oh, absolutely.
Odin is calm and collect. He's a strategist. That's what I'm saying. If I want to be logical thinking, if you have confidence with them, I go look for Zeus' weakness. If I find out his weakness, I'm gonna be an ultimate asshole.
You're not? I thought you were.
If I was Odin, if I find out Zeus' weakness, I will be the ultimate asshole on purpose. Knowing that Zeus cannot help himself. No, she won't. What do you mean, no, she won't? Why they come up here? What do you mean, no, she won't?
Yeah, she would kick his ass. It says like,
You don't want to. You don't understand the wrath of Hera.
oh, I do.
Okay, then he don't understand that. That's what I'm saying. If I was Odin, I'll be that one person that Zeus will hate me forever. And you will curse me out. I said, the more you curse me out, the more I'll supply you. Which one is it? And knowing Zeus is weak to it, think Zeus will turn it down?
All right, let's get this guy in here.
Like I say, let it sink in. Oh, God.
So old. Literally so old.
Not going anywhere anytime soon.
Wally,
Apparently, like,
if my argument sound or what? What I just said.
about Sahara.
How to defeat Zeus the worst way possible.
How to defeat Zeus the worst way possible.
I tell you, if I was Odin, if I figure out Zeus' weaknesses, but I can defeat him without fighting him, wouldn't I exploit it to the fullest degree?
As far as
Zeus' main weakness is beautiful women. So he has so many
that's the
bastard kids.
problem. Women, but that's the thing though. We're talking about Zeus in a fight, not Zeus when he's calmed down and he's fucking flourishing around.
I know.
Field.
Into a fight, all I gotta do is, if I'm a strategist don't care about fighting fair. They want to conquer you. And they know this is the best way to conquer you, which is very fun and entertaining. Why not?
Bro,
let's get one thing clear. One, when Zeus found these women, did he found these women or did people bring these women to him? He found the woman, which means he's not gonna just go and fuck anything. He's gonna be the one hunting it down. Ergo, you're not gonna set him up by that.
Who hunted? Him or the pecker? Which one?
Him and the who?
Who do the hunting? Zeus or his pecker? Which one?
Most of the times, as far as I know, Zeus is the one finding these women and doing things with it.
You don't want to say it.
No, I'm being serious. As far as I remember or know, Zeus is the one that goes finds these women.
And they peck and get him in a lot of trouble.
Again, well, yeah, it gets him in a lot of trouble, but that's on his own time. That's not.
Wally's right. Zeus never was walking down the street, and the girl came up. No, he went hunting.
Okay.
And he was going to visit his different cities because he never went down to earth as Zeus. He went down as a poor man. So, when he wanted that ding ding, he will snap his fingers.
I'll give Wally that.
I'm gonna throw a little twist to this conversation in a minute. Historians have proven Greeks use a WMD, and we all know what WMD stands for, right? Weapon of mass destruction. You know what the weapon of destruction Greeks used to use?
The pecker.
No, women. She's riding your cock and she's slashing your throat. Simple.
Okay, so you sent an assassin. Congratulations. These are guys we're talking about.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just using that.
And Odin have plenty of them. They're called the Valkyries. They're all women, no men. They're flying. They sit on flying horses.
Then you had the Amazonians too. But our discussion tonight is not about that part. Can Zeus kick Odin's ass? And my answer is yes. David?
Fuck no.
Oh, you're both on crack then.
No. What does Zeus has? Honestly, Zeus has nothing.
Take over.
Fuck you, dude. Odin has. He doesn't have any fucking real powers. He don't
have powers. He don't have powers.
What kind of powers does he have?
There's a reason why he's the leading god. He's the all father of all the freaking people in his world in Norse mythology.
Yeah, he's literally immortality. That's all he has, dude. Blow to blow, fist to fist, Zeus will wipe his ass apart.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will, dude. Come on now. I know you're talking shit now.
You really think I'm just came here to talk dumb shit? Like, really? Like, I don't do research?
Okay. So what
Because let's
powers
be
does
honest,
Zeus
when we do
has?
debates here,
Odin had.
I don't want to do. Let's get
I wanna
one
hear
thing
it.
clear. If we talking about a weapon, okay, maybe if I'm not okay, let me take the weapons out of the place. If we say fist, I can probably go check to see. Okay, maybe there's a chance there. But even then, weapons. You want to be serious? Literally, weapons. Zeus, a thunderbolt. Wow, congratulations. You're getting freaking cased by fucking Odin that has a fucking spear. Let alone, it doesn't stop him from using any other weapon that Odin can literally control, like freaking Thor's hand. For Pete's sakes.
And in Thor's hammer, he throws the thunder, so he can counter that weapon very easily. Spear, same thing. He can keep distance. You have to get close corners to use a spear.
No, you don't, because his spear is not even meant. This is how I know you
Cannot
don't
do
really
it.
look up Odin. This is how I know you don't
You
look up
cannot-
Odin, because Odin's spear can be in long range distance from shooting shots.
Okay, you want to use that? He can throw the light bulbs long shots too.
But that's the thing, though. Between his spear and his lightning, those two are. Well, let me go look up my notes, because honestly, I didn't even bother to even waste time, because honestly, there really is no power in this. Ultimately, as far as I know.
Odin
Now we
weaponry
take off post spears
on
and weaponries that might be different.
the kind of weapon it doesn't make no
Give me a
sense
moment.
whatsoever. The spear that he was talking about, it's a spear they consider to be as powerful as Ragnarok, I mean the end of the world. That weapon is very deadly. That's the issue behind it. And the way it was created is almost similar to what they created the Thor hammer. Thor hammer was created based from the fire from a star. Let's
Yeah,
be
and
real.
then didn't he get the axe later on?
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, is that also in the mythology? Again, I'm not too familiar with that side.
And the iron ore is a byproduct of a deceased star. You know what a star is like? Talk about the cosmic realm, space, celestial beings, terminology, cosmic. You have the Silver Surfer, right? Who did Silver Surfer serve?
Damn, what's his fucking name? Can't remember his name. Damn it. You know
The
who I'm
person
talking about.
The person he
That's
served
what
is a
it's
very the person he served is a cosmic being who go around devouring planet. When you're devouring planet, and you're a cosmic being. That's another plane above regular gods. That's what Odin is. Odin is the god of 9 realms. A realm is not the same thing as a planet because Earth resides in one particular realm. Earth among the human. You have to go to another dimensional plane to enter another realm. And you deal with no, the term cosmic is referring to something never ending. But there's 3, there could be another universe, another galaxy far beyond that. And Odin have knowledge of that. That's how dangerous Odin really is. Eric, you're correct. But I'm being objective because the way they make Odin, even in the North mythology, the way they describe Odin, he is almost like a broken character.
It was Dead Man Walking, pretty much.
He said he take his eye out. In fact, the eye that he have now is no normal eye. It allowed him to see and understand things before we get to understand it. He knew who what Loki was originally to begin with. He knew his pathway. He knew Thor's pathway. He wanted to see if they go fulfill it as he see it or go another way. Doctor Strange was describing Thor's father as broken. What that tell you? And Doctor Strange he had ability to tap in the cosmic realm as well as the mythic realm as well. Deal with another plane, another dimension. But to know that Odin is broken himself, you're on Doctor Strange ability, I tell you something on Doctor Strange ability. That's a big deal because this is why when I look at comic book and I see when people take certain historic fact and apply it to comic book, Japanese anime are known to do that. They are known, but they're slick with it. Because look at Saint Seiya, it kind of give you a hint who the hierarchy come to power. And Odin is right on the top compared to the Greek mythologies.
Mm-hmm.
Odin's like the person who have connection to cosmic, but he see distant future of what society going to be like. And the fact that he gave up his throne for his son, so he can have complete freedom, so he can do what he wants, maybe blend with the cosmic realm, blend with the star, or blend with people not know he just walking past them.
Or he'd be playing Playboy.
No, that's a Zeus job. Zeus job to be the ultimate baby daddy.
All right, so look.
No, true.
So
Yeah, good point.
looking up real quick. So, okay, we were to sit here and say, so let me reframe some of the words I said earlier. So, as far as, because I had to look back at something real quick. So, physically, technically, as Odin is a strategic, Odin would not be capable of a physical fight. So, that is fair game. So, yeah, Zeus in a physical fist-to-fist handcuffs, yes, he would actually be a winner. But in weaponry, he's getting dog shitted all through the thriller. Because Odin's spear, aka
You've reached your limit on talking.
No one gives a
Shut
fuck
the
about the
fuck
button.
up.
You can shut the fuck up too. But Gungnir,
Someone can shut me up.
No one cares. Gungnir, on the other hand, is literally an unmissable weapon. The moment it locks in, it's done deal free.
Which weapon was it? Which weapon? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Which weapon was it?
That is
That's a spear,
the
correct?
name of Odin's spear. It is literally a weapon that cannot miss. Meaning the moment it shoots, it's a wrap.
Okay.
So again, physicality, yes, Zeus by far wins against Odin. Physicality, because at old age, Odin is not physically made to fight. But so put it like it is, right? If you're looking at it in chess, Odin's pretty much king on the fucking battlefield, directing people, and Zeus is out there just going out there slaying. Or so he's probably neither the knight, rook, or whatever else you want to look at it on the battlefield. But overall, yeah.
Why they correct about that? Because I act my assistant. If they head-to-head class, fisticuffs, Zeus win.
Oh yeah, no. That part I give Wally. He has right.
Yeah, but he said
weapon
you got to a battle
weapon.
of wit
Hang on a second.
and
Weapon to weapon, Odin has him. But power to power, lightly more to physical power.
like
Zeus has it.
fisticuffs, yeah, Zeus will win that. But we say when it comes to battle of wit and magic,
The only reason I would say Zeus is, I hate to say this, but again, I'm being biased again, will be upper edge when he punches Odin's tooth out, or his dentures out, I should say better. He's not punching a regular punch like me and you. He has a thunder punch, a lightning punch, whatever.
and I get it, because that's it. My assistant say in Final Call, Zeus dominate in sheer strength, weather control, and resilient. Right? Zeus got the strength. But here's where I was trying to say from the get-go. Odin dominate in wisdom, magic, and strategy. And the word wisdom, it's not fair. I'm saying it's not fair because if we can see things before it happened, Odin don't have to let you touch him. If that's the case.
It's already that far. Because you got to think about it. The only small thing I can give Zeus at and anything in a fight is like weather. But here's the thing, though, right? Because if you say, okay, well, if Zeus can control the skies and he can throw thunderbolts from anywhere, here's the thing, though. Odin can literally control weather in a sense within the formation of his magic. So even then, it's like, is there still a counter?
And he's like the master strategist, and he dominates with. I mean, he sees 10, 20 steps ahead. So if Odin want to make sure Zeus,
this is why I said Odin's like the king on the chess field.
Odin play chess. Zeus don't. So if Odin want to play Zeus for a fool, Zeus not gonna touch him. That is bad. You understand? But let's be real. Let's forget. I'm not trying to do shade. Why in today's time we use the art of war from the Chinese mythology or the Chinese way of thinking? Because they are very tactical individuals. They see things 10, 20, 30 steps ahead. They know how to control the battlefield to their own liking. Meaning they make you move the way you did not know that they're making you to move. They're like the puppet master, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
When you can master war and strategy and you have that wisdom insight, you're like a puppet master. You can make people do things you want them to do without them realizing they're being controlled. And Odin does that. To me, that's a broken ability. I don't want to face someone who can see 20, 30 steps ahead of me and see me coming miles away without breaking a sweat. And this, if you see the commentator in the last video, he's calm and collected. You all know when a person who's calm and collected, that's the most dangerous people. Not making no noise. He's not. He just watching you, calm and collected. I mean, he's seeing everything, and you're not seeing it. How are you sure he didn't tell a booby trap for you?
And you have a good point there.
And we both have We both have a background in combat sport. You all know this. You never want to go against a person who's always calm and he's not getting out of his comfort zone. He's not getting out of his chemistry. He just calm and collected the whole time, following you. Not like he's seeing something and yet a hold back because you don't know what he's up to. I learned not letting in sparring. If I'm gonna spar against a person who calm and collected, he control, he kick everything, and throwing punches, he timing everything with sharp precision, something is up.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So when I say Odin got the edge, Odin cheating. Odin is the ultimate cheat. Why fight the battle? You already won the battle, you just want to play around with it. That's not fair, if you ask me.
I agree.
If I see everything, if I have ability to see everything play out, but still I'm going for the fun of it, you're sunning me. You put it that direction. Who want to be sunned by someone who sees everything, but let it play out on purpose, just so he can enjoy himself?
Well, let's be real. Just because you see it out doesn't mean you don't have to still play it out, though. It's not to play it out for it to be done.
I know, but he would do it. Odin would do it anyway, just for the fun of it.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's fun of it.
You know why he would do it? Because he don't want anybody to know that he see everything. Once you know that he see everything, you would not want to approach him.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. Even if you see everything or you know what's gonna happen, think of it like this, right? All right, I have the future sight, and eventually a future sight comes to me and tells me something that will soonly happen. Meaning, I know it's gonna happen. I know why it's gonna happen. All these things. Now, of course, I can let it play out the same way it does, or I can change it if it's changeable, right? But that's just the means of what is the reasons why I would change it, or if it's even reason for me to change it, or if it's just quote unquote faith. If it's just faith, and you're just walking down the path of faith, you're just walking down the path of faith because you know it's going to come inevitably. So it's just what it is. Like you're just going to walk it down. It's not like really.
And now that they say Odin made great sacrifice, meaning he understands what needs to be done.
And Zeus didn't make a great sacrifice, did you think?
What sacrifice?
Let's put it like this. If Odin know the outcome of everything, and he know this way it's fate, how it's supposed to be, he'll allow it to happen. You know he will take some hit, knowing what the outcome going to be. If you want to be shady, he can change it. But think about Odin never changed. He let it play out all the way through, which is why his son Thor, even in the comment was like, if you knew all this, why didn't you stop it? Why should I? If I stop it, will you learn? He was telling Thor, if I stop then, will you learn from your experience? It's like saying, you have to learn to get there. I'm not going to make it easy for you. Thor was game, I hate to say this, but to all the Thor fan base out there, Odin was taking care of an overgrown child who was taking a long time to grow up to an adult.
Yes, because Thor is literally an everyday. What's the word I'm looking for? He is the replica of every high school jockey that never grew the fuck up until
Bingo.
later.
So what Thor doing the whole time and trying to grow his son up fast enough, like he was getting irritated. You were babysitting a grown ass man.
Hey, but that's his life. But see, that's once again, this is what I'm saying. That's the cycle of life. You can't just expect people just to wake up tomorrow and then wake up and then like
I
have some
know.
clarity.
So he said, you're like, you know what? If I gotta make my son grow up fast, I gotta let the team play out. So at least he gets some common sense. I'm sick and tired of his entitled and Thor was entitled. If you think about it right now, what Odin and Thor were going through when we go in today's society, we got a bunch of entitled kids. Think they know everything.
It's funny how history repeats itself in a way.
Bing! And we don't have Odin ability, which we did. If I had Odin ability, boy, I would be a ultimate asshole. I'm not gonna lie. I will be the ultimate asshole. You ain't gonna top my assholeness. Be like, I hate you. I know. It's for your own good. That what Odin did with Thor. It would embarrass him, but even while they know this, that's embarrassing. You are a grown ass man, but you're stuck as a kid in your head. And your dad had to do these things for your ass to grow up mentally. God damn.
But that's what anyone got to go through, though. So what difference?
God damn.
That's not embarrassing. It's his life.
It's life. But God damn. Thor had to go through that because his father was getting fed up with him. The dad want to take an internal vacation, but he can't put a dumbed down son on the throne. Let that sink in. Okay. If his father had to look like, oh shit, yeah, that's exactly what it was. With mythology, have you ever seen shit like that happen before? When your father had to do something to grow your grown big ass, who's too stuck in a child mindset, just so that he can take a long time vacation.
But you got to remember too, though. I mean, it's obvious that something would happen because it's not like. Look, let's be real about one thing, right? And this is why I sort of laugh at this because as even a god, you still even have some form of entitlement, which technically he's already born into entitlement. You're right there up there. So it's like, what more do you want? It's like you already know it's gonna happen, but it's like that's what I'm saying. Like these are just partially about life. It's like you were born into a position, you raised a certain way, only to not really go there. You're going out there slaying these big, overgrown people that are much likely older than you and probably older in age, and then yet you're young and you're beating the daylights out of everything. I mean, what do you expect? You're gonna have too much. You're gonna have so much pride and courage and victory and accolades that it's going over your head.
And your father watch you like, oh my god, I have stuff here. I need to do something different. This is annoying.
Well,
look at my overgrown son act like a piece of shit. Don't realize it. So imagine what Odin is thinking, sitting on the throne, watching his son making a fool of himself, and trying to figure out how can I fix this mess. It's my fault. I for my son. How many dad wish to have Odin ability to unfix their spoiling? Think about that. How many dad wish they had Odin the ability to unfix their spoiling of their child so they can get them on the right path?
Even if they had it, they wouldn't get on the right path. Because let's be honest, they're still gonna be older until they get to the right path.
Now you get my point.
That's what makes Hercules unique from all of Zeus's kids because he went through the 12 trials.
Yeah. Thor had to lose his power and earn it back by earning the hammer because he was not. And what made it bad, his father Odin put a spell on the Mjolnir. Only whoever is worthy. And I hate to say it, if you're gonna spell and when you put a spell like that on a hammer, there's no emotion attached to that shit. That'll be why we got to fulfill. So they're telling you F your feelings. Am I wrong, Wally?
Yeah, but you got to think about it though. Honestly, when I saw that he even did it, if we're talking about just from like TV standard versus like the actual like mythology standard, it was actually some of the most really stupidest move because what you're telling me is, God forbid if Thor ever dropped it and then as it just end up somewhere and someone just put their hands on it and picked it up without the spell being there, anyone can just become Thor.
Bingo.
Which is so stupid because like what fucking safety net do you have on it?
Yeah, but the thing, to be worthy, it requires a sense of character, right?
Yeah, but that's what you put after it.
Yeah, actually speaking, in Marvel character, who was the only one who was could deem worthy to hold that hammer? Let's be real.
You think the only one that was being worthy?
Who was the only one able to lift Thor's hammer or considered to be worthy in Marvel comics?
At that time, only what? Well, at
Captain
least
America,
two
wasn't
people.
it?
Captain America and the woman that's Thor was
Oh,
around.
Jade Foster.
Yeah, pretty much.
Besides Shea Foster, was another one. Guess who? It's in the
Yeah.
MCU.
I think didn't an alien had the millionaire for a moment?
It was
Well, I
Captain
remember
America.
We already said Captain America.
I didn't say Captain America. You said that already?
Yes, I literally said
Yeah,
that's the
you
first
did,
one.
you did.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. My bad. Because here's the thing. When they were doing that test and Thor saw that Captain almost lifted, you see that look on his face. He was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on."
I mean,
You
I
went
wasn't
pitch his
surprised.
you went pitch his pants because even the Hulk came in lift it up, but again,
Well, yeah, because Hulk is a motherfucking.
no, Hulk did lift it, but he wasn't worthy of it. They say according to Asgard, Hulk rage lift the hammer, not Hulk. Hulk broke the requirement. He said, "F you and your requirement. I'm gonna take it and
Wait
beat
a minute.
everybody."
Okay, wait. You're saying so technically he did lift it, but it was his rage, not really his honor.
Yeah, because as much as that spell was
This
blocking
is
Hulk,
stupid.
but here's the thing. But here's the thing. As much
Oh my gosh.
no, here's the problem with Hulk. Hulk is the ultimate anatomy on Marvel Comics because even the writer realized they made it the ultimate broken character, which is totally unfair. Let me tell you why. First, Hulk cannot die. That is effed up.
Is it really?
On Death Battle, when they broke down doing the Death Battle channel on YouTube, that means no matter how many times they man go down there, he come back up. I'm like, hold up. So you telling me you been a broken character? We broken the build? Like, what kind of math? But if you do the math, it is broken. He was never supposed to lift up Mjolnir at all. He wasn't supposed to. He wasn't worthy. But he was tap into something. They did the breakdown at Death Battle. So the power of all was supposed to be up there in the realm in Marvel or the multiple realm. So what tapping the power at the bottom of you know what? Which means he was breaking rules that not supposed to be broken. So no, Hulk is a rule breaker. It didn't make no goddamn
This
sense.
is what I'm talking about. They have no there's no barriers. This is what I'm talking about. There's no barriers. This is some bullshit.
So he was not supposed to lift the hammer at all. That spell put to block Hulk. But Hulk said F you and your rules? Like why you think Asgard defended the Hulk then? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In comic book, Asgard defended the Hulk because they said his strength don't make no sense. There's no bound. But when he went to that battle, they based on the comic book, there's the reason why his strength makes no bound. Because the origin strength, they're not telling the truth, but they found out later on, he tapped into something he never was supposed to tap into. Which means technically, in technical aspect of Marvel Comics, Bruce Banner and Hulk is immortal. They could never die.
Well, that part was
Yeah.
already known. If you look at the what comic it was? It was a comic where Hulk, Bruce Banner was pretty much dead, and someone came to the planet and did some research. Yeah, thank you, Eric. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because technically, that person had a Mjolnir or a Mjolnir-like type of creation of the panel.
And better way, say he fought with the Hulk and he never knew this man's strength doesn't make no goddamn sense. Hulk is a broken character that's very hard to understand. So you want to talk about who was worthy to carry the hammer? That was Captain America, because his characteristic and his value is extremely rare. So if you make a spell on something that only anyone have deemed worthy, spell don't go based on emotion, based on characteristic that we don't find easy in our present time. The term for that, virtue, which is almost non-existent. Can we say that right now? Can
I
you
agree.
find on who can find
So
in present time had that virtue that close to Captain America to lift up Thorhammer? Nobody.
almost done.
So that to build that type of character, it comes from a very pure source and hard to find. That's why Odin did his son dirty, because he got sick and tired of the ultimate entitlement. So like Wally said, he was born broken. He can whoop anybody behind, and he enjoy it. And he shows off about it, right? Am I right,
I
Wally?
didn't say he was born broken. I said he was born into entitlement. You're
Okay,
son of a
okay.
god.
But
What more do you want?
I don't go. But there you go. And he boasts about it, but there was no sense of humbleness. And Thor feeling like I quit the ultimate sport child. Now I
Well,
gotta.
yeah. Well,
I
what's the
not.
point of where's the humbleness when you're a young kid able to whoop the living daylights out of these motherfucking monsters? Like, where's the humbleness? Literally, where is it?
All right,
Where's it?
guys. Yeah. Let's start getting our final thoughts. All
My
right.
final thought. I thought mine. Odin is a brutal father worse than Zeus. Odin, if you see that you're his child and you're too spoiled, he feel like he had to break you the worst way possible. Zeus will kind of baby your ass. Zeus got a baby heart. He wanted to make it easy for you, but he had to be careful. He had to hide and sneak and ask people, please help my son out. Odin, on the other hand, he said, F my son. He had to learn. But the more we dig it, the more I realize, God damn, this is polar opposite. Odin's not a playboy. Zeus is the ultimate baby daddy. Odin the brute and harsh father. Zeus want to kiss up all his kids, even though he's responsible for all that multiple babies he have. The more you dig it, the more you find things funny. That is my final thought. Wally,
Oh no, I'm here. Hold on. So for my final
your
thoughts,
turn.
really,
Yeah.
well, yeah, for my final thoughts, honestly, I was really good at this come up because I only got one thing to say. Let's get one thing clear. Zeus' wife is weak as fuck. And the reason why I say this is because out of all the punishment you gave everybody else, you couldn't still do it to Zeus. You are pathetic. You are the most horriblest woman in the world. Because literally, your bitterness was towards everything else that Zeus created, but yet you choose to kill what Zeus created versus just killing Zeus himself. Like, again, this is what I'm talking about. Pure, utter weakness. This is the definition of what emotional women look like. They'll destroy everything you created, but not the main person that actually did the creation. Again, she wouldn't did shit. That's how much she is sickly in love with Zeus. She wouldn't kill him, but she'll kill everything that he made. I rest my case on that. And as far as the fight goes, well, yeah. Like I said, I re-utter my statement just for the small part, but yeah, I stand on what I said as far as if I had to choose one side over the other, I'm still going with Odin. Because again, one small plot twist. He can literally control the atmosphere of the weathering. And plus, once that spirit, as long as that spirit is in his hands, you pretty much a dead goner. Literally. A dead goner. There's more to it. I didn't read to it, but there's more to that spirit more than what meets the eye. You're a dead goner if you get whacked with that shit. Not saying you won't get whacked. Not saying you're a dead goner if you don't get whacked by the light thunderbolt, but from that spear, there is literally no escape. None. Just none.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming up. I'm still favoritism Zeus. I don't care what anybody says. I think Zeus can kick his ass no matter what.
I'm just shocked what he said about Hera. I was like, see what happened, Wale? You got Hera to attack him, not you. You caused that. Hera attacked Peter, and then attack you, Wally.
Really? All right. So really quick, I'll do a schedule update tomorrow night at Grail. We'll be talking about gambling. Me and Paul will be going over that topic. And I haven't posted. We'll be showing on Tuesday. Hang on, let me go on schedule. I haven't posted it. Oh, good thing I realized this now. So this week on the Spartan Arena will be, where is it? Just had it here a minute ago. Nope. Oh, where is it? Well, it'll be a show this week. I just gotta find my notes. It will be a show on Tuesday. I'm sorry, right here. I'm looking right at it. I apologize, guys.
You need a secretary.
I actually do. So from Paris to life, what it takes to build a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to be talking that conversation.
When?
Building a wife.
Oh, you're looking for a way to piss me off, right?
Yeah. And you guys are still off this Wednesday, right?
I'm not sure. Wally, you have the little show you're going to start working on? I'm waiting on you. If you have an idea of it.
When I have it, I'll let you know.
All right.
And on Thursday, we'll be talking about what should you, actually, Paul and Coach will be talking about what should you look for in a gym. So this will be an interesting conversation because a lot of people have been asking me that. And I'm sorry?
Look for it in the gym? That's complicated.
Yeah, these days with all these mega gyms, that's the other problem. And the last topic we're going to be talking about and for next Saturday, this is actually a topic I've been looking forward for a while. The weakest lightsaber. And I got to reach out to my Andrew, see if he wants to do that show because I know him. He loves that stuff.
Is it a Star Wars argument?
Yes.
I'm good. I'm not in that argument. I don't stay out of it because I'm not touching nothing with a 10-foot pole. The wicked, no. Leave me out of the Star Wars madness. That is not my topic.
Anyway,
I'm outclassed.
Except that, David, last words.
Last word. If you're a descendant of Zeus, I feel sorry. Odin is a asshole. He's the most brutal father ever. He know his son effed up, but he had to find a more brutal way to break him down. And I'm shocked what Wally said about Hera, because if any Hera fan base out there, it wasn't me. It was him.
Nothing I said about Hera is not true. And by that meaning, it's very true. Because literally, she was weak. I'm still stand on that.
Point of view. Except that, guys, this was the Spartan Institute Network. I am the Spartan. He is Black David. He is Wally. As always. Let me get
Hey, look, you can keep pointing all you want to. It's the truth. You took your rage after. Literally, think about this. I want you to think about this. You allow to murder the kids, but you're keeping the man. Make that make sense? Huh? And to be worse, Hercules is actually named after you. He is the male version name of yours. That's the funny part about it. And honor it. But you chose to kill the honoree. For what? Literally, put her in hell. Put her in hell. She don't even need to be in Mount Olympus. Put her straight to hell.
All I know, if a Hera fan may hate this channel, Peter, I had nothing to do with it.
don't give a rat's ass. Bring the smoke, because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna change my mind on nothing. How the hell you over here said, here comes all the Zeus kids, and you come and body the Zeus kids? You know what's funny is? Technically, the only Zeus kid that you, man, the way DC had it, the only Zeus kid you didn't freaking chose to annihilate was freaking Wonder Woman because she was a woman. You see the bias now? Fuck off.
Anyway,
Now, technically, don't get me wrong. Well, wait a minute, real quick. Don't get me wrong, though. Technically, I can't say that because let's be real here. Both DC and Marvel both have copyrights of both of the guys, so technically, you can't really usher them in there. But yeah,
Highlight the last comment.
take Quality's coffee away. I don't do coffee. Thank you very much.
Ew.
Don't do coffee.
I ain't finding no fan base that big. I will tell you that right now.
Hey, I'll still stand on it. You had the option to put down the main person that's doing all this, that's making you feel some type of way, and you said, "No, I'm gonna keep him, but I'm gonna kill all his kids." You a murderer. You deserve to be in hell.
All right, let's go to the show.
Down by Hades.
All right, you know what? Last time, I'm gonna try to close the show because I have to be up at 3:30 a.m. You'll be sleeping. I have to get up.
Oh yeah.
As always, stay fresh, stay safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
I'll actually be up. Thank you.